again, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
What we've got at this point is about half of our net. And when we started on the first video, I showed how to get started and to tie the clove hitch, that series of clove hitches that created the first hole. Also, I was going with a 2-finger size, thinking that was going to be what I wanted. But as I looked at it and worked at it, I decided that that's a very small fish, and I wanted to increase the size. So I went from using 2 fingers to using 3 fingers as my guide. And what that does, my 3 fingers, gives me about a 2x2 hole for the fish to gill itself in. Now, with the needle loaded, it takes a while, but it doesn't take that long before you run out of line and you have to start over again. And you have to splice the lines together, and to do that, you basically use a fisherman's knot. And to accomplish that, you lay your lines side by side, facing opposite directions, and simply tie a simple knot by going around, create that little loop, back through that loop, and then pull it snug. You don't have to pull it really, really tight, but you just snug it up. And then flip the whole works over again. Flip it over, so always be working in the same direction. And at this point, you don't want to get these crossed, because if you get it crossed up, you're going to end up with a mess that isn't going to want to tighten up like it's supposed to. And then do the same thing opposite side. Around it, create that little loop, through it, and then snug it up. And then just pull them together. They slide together, and at that point, pull it snug, and that takes all the slack out of it. Leaves you with a couple little whiskers that trim those off. Leave about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch, just in case it wants to slide anymore. Usually it's not going to, though, if you pull it snug. And I like to work with a shirt pocket, because when I'm doing stuff like that, it saves having to do this. Simply stick that needle in your pocket, and then it's out of the way. Now, I'm going to take another catch on here, just so that my line's not quite as long. If the line is too long, it gets in the way, you've got more to pull. And
Let me stand up so I can get this better. There we go.
okay. Now, to make this loop, you go to your next hole. Be sure not to skip one, because if you accidentally skip one, you're going to have another mess to deal with. Up and through. Catch there. I'm putting my fingers in as the guide. Okay, there's the basis of my loop. Now this first movement here, you're actually forming a bite. It's not really a knot, it's a bite. Go behind the V, behind those, all the way through. Now you've created another loop over here. Then go through that loop. Be sure to keep that pinched because you don't want this to move. You don't want it to slide. And then slide it down and roll it up. Roll with your thumb to help snug it and pull it all together. Now, the next thing is back through, behind both of them. Are you creating another video?
Yes.
Okay. We had a little battery malfunction. They died, so we're picking up again. And after you've formed that bite, go back around the whole works again, behind both of those, and always hold on to that little knot because if you don't, it'll move, has a tendency to move. And then through the loop that you've just created, and then tighten it down. And you've got a half hitch on top of a bite is essentially what you've got there. Now let's keep on doing this a few more times, just for Pete's sake. I like to, instead of grabbing the next one, I like to go and grab over here, open it up. That way I'm positive that I'm running my needle through the loop that I'm supposed to be going through. Up through, catch it, form a loop using my fingers as a guide, snug it down a little bit, behind, through, form a bite, around, through, and you've got a half hitch. Now, that's what you do. We're changing positions here. I'll get a better camera shot. Sometimes this knot where you've spliced will create a little bit of a challenge when you're pulling things together. Sometimes it falls in a really good place so that it doesn't create a problem at all. Around, up, through, bite, around, through, hitch. Up and through. Fingers as a guide. Snug it down just a little bit. Behind, through, bite, around, through, hitch. Up and through. Up. Up and through. Well, there you go. Sometimes you're the windshield, or sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. Up and through. Kind of early in the morning for me to be making videos. I'm still not able to form words coherently. Behind, through the loop, bite. Behind, through the loop, hitch. And there you have it, folks. And it's going to take a while to get the rest of the net to the point where I'll be ready to finish it, and we'll be making another video on finishing it out, finishing out the bottom line, which will be another number 18 tard line, but we'll use this same knot in order to attach it. We'll see you on that one. Thanks for watching.